Hello Crafty Mavens, it's Katty. I'm on this week for Scraplift Saturday with Tina Gale. Tina and I decided to scraplift each other, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm showing you how I got these little envelopes made. These envelopes I cut out of my Silhouette Cameo. I didn't have any double-sided paper, so I had to cut out an extra one and then cut it like I showed you there and place it on the inside so that I could have the inside be pattern paper as well. So that's what I was showing you guys there. So I'm so excited to be scraplifting this layout by Tina. Right away when we decided we were gonna scraplift each other, I knew that I wanted to scraplift this layout by her. I just think it's so cute, and I really love how her layout turned out. So I was happy to scraplift her, and I'm a big fan of hers, so I was excited. So what I'm using for this layout, the background paper, that vertical stripe paper, is from a Chamel paper pad, and then I'm using a white piece of American Craft cardstock in the front. I'm just going to leave a border around the page with that vertical stripe paper, and I'm loving that look right now with the vertical border. I really love that. So the papers I'm using, I picked a few papers from 3 6x6 paper pads. First one was the crepe paper Notes and Things. Second was the Amy Tangerine cut and paste, and then the last one was the Studio Calico Atlantic collection, which is an older one. So I picked papers from there, and I just kept within the color scheme, which is the pinks, the light pink, the darker pink, and the grays. I didn't really use much black in this layout, which was in the inspiration piece, but I did use the other colors. And I am matting it on dark gray cardstock. So that's my photo. My photo is of my little niece. This is when she was 2 months old. I've had this picture printed on my desk for probably 4 or 5 months. No kidding. I hadn't found the right moment to scrapbook it. And I love this picture of her. I think she looks so stinking cute in this picture. So this was perfect. This was the color scheme and the layout for this picture. So I'm really happy to scraplift it. So basically I prepped my little envelopes, so I had them ready. I'm cutting all the papers, and you can see there all the papers that I used to cut out the little envelopes with my Silhouette. I finally used my Silhouette. I've had my Silhouette sitting there for like probably 3 months, and I haven't even touched it because my program, the program kind of, I don't know, it disappeared from my computer and I wasn't able to do anything. So I'm finally using my Silhouette now. So hopefully I don't have any more issues with it. So I'm just taking the papers that I used to cut out those little envelopes, and I'm just using them as layering pieces, and I'm layering behind the photo. And Tina didn't do quite as much layering on her layout. She didn't do as much as this, but I figured I'm gonna use up those papers because they're cut up papers, and even though you can always use them, it's still going to be scraps that I'm going to have left over. So I thought I'm going to use as much of this as I can. And I really love the layered look, so I was happy with that. I'm taking this little cut apart sheet, and that little cut apart sheet is from the Notes and Things, I believe. So yeah, the papers are from those paper pads, and I'm just adding one more piece of paper, that little heart paper back there. So getting my picture down because I'm happy with how the layers look, and I'm gonna start adhering my little envelopes down. And what I will do, because Tina's layout, her idea behind it was to kind of do the layout. It's a layout about her, about herself, and then she did the little envelopes to kind of put journaling in there, and kind of hidden journaling or things that are more personal, and to kind of have them in there. That's not really the case for this. I don't really have any personal things to say about my niece. Just I'll probably just write little things about her and see what I can remember, because this picture is quite old. She's 2 months in that picture, and right now she's 1.5 years, so it's been a while. But I'm gonna try to do some journaling on those and then put them in there in the little envelopes. So that's the idea. So I'm cutting apart this little cut apart sheet, and I'm going to take some of the tiny little words or little phrase cut aparts that are there, and I'm going to use those, and then I'm just going to put them on my layout in random places. I'm gonna just kind of lay everything out and see if I like it, and then started hearing things down. So yeah, this was such a fun layout to make. I got it done pretty quickly too, I have to say, minus the time that it took me to set up my Cameo and cut everything, which was probably like another hour. I actually got the layout itself. Once I had everything cut, I got it done in about an hour, so it wasn't too bad. I knew, well, obviously I know what I'm going to do because I'm scrap lifting Tina's layout, so I knew what it was that I was going to do for the layout. But I did, you know, obviously it's never going to be the same because I don't have the same products she used or anything, so you know, I kind of have to make it my own. So I'm taking some of these florals. These florals are from the Maggie Holmes, the open book collection, which I'm using right now. I'm actually doing a series on my channel, my YouTube channel, which you can find the link to that below in the description box. I have a series now going on with my friend Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, who's also a Maven here, and we are using the Maggie Holmes open book collection. So I had all those flowers sitting in a little bin in on my desk. In front of me, so I grabbed a few of them that kind of matched, and I'm using them on the layout as well, which is great because that ephemera, that floral ephemera pack from Maggie Holmes brings so many flowers, and they're so pretty, but it's so hard to use all of them. So I was happy to be able to use a few on this layout, and I think they added just the right touch. So that's what I'm doing right now, just kind of placing my flowers. And then this is a basic gray wood veneer sticker which says lovely, which I'm going to place at the bottom there, and I really like that, and I thought maybe I could use something else from there, but I don't. These little butterflies are Jolie's. That little red coral one I put up there on the top right hand side, but I will move that one after I'm done recording. I will move that one to the little envelope underneath that, so you'll see it in the still shots. And then I will add on that little top envelope another little green butterfly, and I do that off camera. And those are pretty much the only changes I make. I think I add like one more flower in the end. I also realized in the end that I hadn't added the doily. She has a really pretty heart doily on her layout, and I had a doily on my desk. I just forgot about it. And then since I used the little kites, I forgot about the doily, and then I was gonna add it, but I had glued down those kites with Scotch quick dry adhesive, so that wasn't gonna work. So I just let it be. So I'm missing the doily, sorry. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And then that little frame, those are little frames, those are, I'm sorry, not frames, kites are from Michael's. They're from the $1.50 bin. I've had them forever. And the colors on one of the little kites I didn't like the pattern because it kind of clashed with everything else on my layout, so I do just remove it and then add a piece of pattern paper from one of the papers I cut up for this layout. So I just replaced it, and I was much happier with that because it matched. I kind of made a little custom kite, I guess. So that's something you can always do. You know, embellishments are so versatile, and you can really just kind of, you know, play with them and alter them and do what you like. So I thought about using one of those new little Dear Lizzie cork bows, but it was, even though I love those bows, they were a bit too big, so I didn't use them. I used these smaller ones from American Crafts, which are from the DIY shop. So I'm going to start adhering down my little kites because I like where they are. And I use that little green one. And I did bring in hints of mint green with this layout. So, you know, there's the pinks, the grays, and then there's a little bit of green here and there. The leaves have green, of course, from the flowers, and then just use a little bit of green. Then I'm going to staple down the little, I'm doing it off camera, but I'm stapling with my tiny attacher, the two little strings from the two kites there on the top. So I did that, and then I thought about using this Dear Lizzie sticker pack and pulling a few little stickers, but I couldn't make it work. They were kind of too big for what I have going on here, so I didn't use those either. So I don't know, I kind of felt like I couldn't really use big embellishments because, I don't know, they just kind of clashed in this layout. So I take that little frame, that little wood veneer frame, and I use it to frame a little a little picture of a little bird with a word bubble, a speech bubble that says hello, which is from the cut apart sheet, so I use that. And then I'm getting my wood veneers. I'm trying to find a number 2, but I didn't have a number 2, so I use a little geotag that has the number 2, and then I'm finding the word or the letters to spell out months. I don't know where those letter wood veneers came from. I know I ordered them, I think from like Joann's, but I can't remember where they're, like what exactly they're from or what line, so sorry. So my title was gonna be, since I have that lovely down there, I was gonna make my title lovely at 2 months. So I have the ampersand, I have the 2 and the geotag, and I have the months. But I don't know, it didn't look right to me with the ampersand. So in the end, I leave the geotag, I leave the months, but I take off the ampersand. So I'm just titling it 2 months. That's my title, my very clever title, because you know I have such big amount of creativity for titles. So I'm taking some of these Heidi Swap. I took some of the Bella Rouge, the pink. What are they called? Pink paisley. Yeah, pink paisley Bella Rouge. Silver stickers, and I wrote out the word shine. Well, I didn't write it out. It was a sticker that said shine, and a little diamond, which you can see there on the little middle envelope on the left hand side. And then I'm taking these Heidi Swap stickers as well. That little string of hearts I love, and I've been kind of hoarding that because I really love that little string of hearts, so I used it down there on the bottom of the photo, and I thought that was perfect because it's right next to the lovely. So I'm just taking little bits and pieces of silver here and there to bring some silver into my layout. I used some silver bows. Overall, it was a very girly layout, you know, mainly consisting of bows and butterflies and flowers, so, and kites. So it's a very girly layout. So I really like how it turned out. In the end, I got to use some old stuff like those Jolie's butterflies that I've had in my stash forever. Yeah, and those little bows from the DIY shop, which I hoard as well, so I have those. I used 2 of them on here. My wood veneer, which I hoard a lot. Basically, I have a hoarding problem, so I think we all do, but it's okay. I think eventually things find their way to my layouts or onto my layouts. So yeah, so I'm almost done here. Just kind of putting my finishing touches on my layout, and there it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Check out my YouTube channel, which the link will be below underneath this video in the description box for more videos from me. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.